Hi there. So in today's class, the kids will be learning about basic fundamental operations of polynomials. They will have learned how to add, subtract, and multiply polynomials, as well as use the distributive property and identify quadratic polynomials. After the lesson, the kids will be using their phones or school iPads to complete the quiz. So we're going to go here and open our browser and go to kahoot.com. Under My Kahoots, you'll see the basic polynomial quiz. For this purpose, we're going to use the preview so we can see what shows up on the kids' devices as well as yours. So before this quiz starts, I'd like you to just tell the kids that Kahoot awards points based on speed as well as correctness, but their quiz grades will not be based on the speed that they answered the questions, but just the number they got correct. So the kids have used Kahoot before, and they will know how to enter the game pin, input their name, and then you'll see up on the projector when everybody's in, and you can start the quiz. This is just a 10-question quiz. The first question is talking about and seeing if they can identify the distributive property. So the kids will input their answers, they'll be able to see what they got correct, and you'll also be able to see how the overall class did on that question. Once everyone submitted it, you can go to the next question, and now they're actually going to use the distributive property. And the next question is just going to see if they can identify a quadratic polynomial, and they'll choose which one they think is the quadratic. These next two questions are just reviewing the arithmetic with different variables to see if they can add and multiply variables correctly. I like to ask the conceptual questions first, and then we'll get to the application questions that go along with the lesson that they learned today. So here's just the last conceptual question before we get to the application. And this is the first one that is adding two polynomials, and they will select the answer which they think is correct. This next question is all about subtraction. So they will input what they think is correct here. And this question is another subtraction question, but this one is just to see if they're paying attention to the different variables and that they're subtracting to get an answer of 0. This next question is multiplying two polynomials using the FOIL method, which they have gone over in class. And the last question I like to just review and see if they can get the greatest common factor of this polynomial, which they most will know to be 2. So once this quiz is over, you'll be able to see how kids did in the class, and based on the results here, you can go ahead and save them right to my computer so I can input the grades into the gradebook. Thank you.